The semi-annual warehouse clearance event is happening now at Sleep Outfitters. This is your chance to save big with up to 65% off mattresses store-wide. Plus, get a free adjustable base with select Sealy mattresses. These limited-time warehouse clearance deals won't last, and with our lifetime price guarantee, you can rest assured you're getting the best deal. The semi-annual warehouse clearance event, only at Sleep Outfitters. Visit sleepoutfitters.com to find a store near you.
Most people don't realize how much of their personal information is being bought and sold every day. Data brokers are making billions, pulling details about you from public records and the internet, then packaging and selling it, usually without your consent. That's how your information lands in the hands of scammers, spammers, even stalkers. It's why you get endless robocalls and why ads seem to follow you everywhere. That's where Aura comes in. Aura actively removes your data from broker sites and keeps it off. They also instantly alert you if your information shows up in a breach or on the dark web. But Aura goes beyond data protection. With one app, you get a VPN, antivirus, password manager, spam call protection, dark web monitoring, and even up to $5 million in identity theft insurance. All backed by 24/7 US-based fraud support. Other companies might sell just credit monitoring or even just a VPN. Aura gives you all of it together at the same price competitors charge for just one service. Start your free trial today at aura.com/safety. Protect yourself now at aura.com/safety.
It's Thursday and time to jump into the share shed of questions and confessions. It's the bit of the week where we fling open the doors of the sober awkward humiliation hut and let everything tumble out. This is where you send me your awkward questions and your greatest drinking misdemeanours. The traffic cone on the head, the one-night stands, the questionable taxi journeys, falling in bushes, puking in bins, and yes, the occasional run-in with the police. I believe nothing says growth like finally airing your dirty laundry. I hope today we're going to laugh and wince and most importantly, stop these tumultuous tales lurking in your head like drunken ghosts from your pissed up past. If you've got a moment that still pops up uninvited at 3 a.m, a story you've never told anyone or a question you've been carrying around for years, this is your chance to offload it. Let's get it off your hairy chest and tuck it safely away in the sober awkward shame shed where it can't hurt you anymore. Email your questions, confessions and chaotic drinking stories to vic@soberawkward.com. Anonymous is encouraged, oversharing is welcome, and judgement is most certainly banned. We'll read them out, have a laugh, maybe a little cry, and help you finally evict those embarrassing memories once and for all. Kettle on, shame shed open, let's get a little bit awkward. Hello, it's Thursday. That wonderful time of the week where we let all our deepest secrets out, hopefully get a giggle from them and hopefully get rid of any shame that is still attached to them here in the beautiful share shed, which of course is my son's bedroom. But I'm actually building a little podcast studio in my house just behind the fridge. I should have done it bloody years ago, but there you go. My husband's helping me sound insulate it. Is that a word, insulate? Yes, probably is. But yeah, so that's exciting. I won't be surrounded by pissy mattresses, bad drawings by my children. That's not a nice thing to say. Very good drawings, but probably should be in the bin. And clothes all over the floor. I'm looking around. That's when my voice is going funny because I'm trying to describe to you the scene. But yes, it's a lovely place here. It's probably better that this is a podcast rather than a filmed thing because you wouldn't want to see it. Quite honestly, like you probably don't want to see my face. A good face for radio, as they say. Right, I'm going to start the share shed. We've got 2 emails this week. The first one, I know it's for the share shed because it says, woke up married in Vegas. It's always a good start. Hi Vic, here we go. I thought I'd share my story because every time you ask for people's drinking disasters, my wife reminds me that I literally woke up married. About 12 years ago, I went to Las Vegas with a group of mates for what was supposed to be a long weekend. By night 2, I'd completely lost the plot. I like the idea of it just going straight in with no, like, we started drinking on this and then we had this and then we went out for dinner. No, just by night 2, I'd completely lost the plot. That's a great description. There were cocktails, beers. Oh, here we go. We're going to go into a bit more. There were cocktails, beers, beer towers, it says, shots, gambling, and a level of confidence that only exists when you've had enough alcohol to tranquilise a rhinoceros. Ah, yes, that would be a lot. Sorry, the plane's going over. That's what happens in the share shed sometimes. I vaguely remember meeting a woman at a karaoke bar. I vaguely remember Elvis. I vaguely remember someone shouting, "This is the best idea ever." What I don't remember is getting married. The next morning, I woke up in a hotel room with a splitting headache, a suit jacket I'd never seen before, and a woman asleep next to me. As I was trying to work out why I was there and why my mouth tasted like a pigeon had died in it, she rolled over and said, "Good morning, husband." I thought she was joking. She was not joking. There on the bedside table was a marriage certificate. Oh, God, how legal are those marriages over there? That's my question. Apparently, we'd got married in one of those Las Vegas chapels at 2 a.m. while an Elvis impersonator sang Can't Help Falling in Love. Romantic, really. The marriage lasted 6 hours. The hangover lasted 3 days. The shame lasted much longer. But here's the twist. On the flight home, I couldn't stop thinking about how ridiculous my life had become. I'd spent years laughing off various disasters that weren't really funny anymore. I woke up when I got back to England feeling utterly broken. Oh dear. And actually, I went to an AA meeting the very next day. I don't know if it was because I was curious, because I was still hungover, or just desperate. But I just sat there and I listened to people tell the truth about alcohol for the first time in my life. That Vegas trip, that marriage, led me to my sober life. So technically, Vegas saved me. Love the podcast. Dave, it says. I'm guessing you didn't stay with the woman, Dave, that you mentioned as the marriage only lasts 6 hours and you met your darling wife in your sobriety. But how incredible. I mean, it does take a trip to Vegas sometimes to realise that you have absolutely no control over your drinking habits and that you are prone to making poor decisions while under the influence. But sometimes those amazing stories lead you here to an amazing sober life. And thank you, Dave, for writing in. Right, and I've got one more which says, share shed question. Hi, Vic. Okay. I've noticed that after a big night drinking, my hands sometimes shake the next morning. It's not every time, but enough for me to notice it. Oh yeah, the DTs we used to call it, I think. Is this a sign that I'm an alcoholic? Thank you, Anonymous. Right, thank you for asking that important question. It's something that I used to ask myself a lot. The short answer is maybe. Shaky hands don't automatically mean someone is alcohol dependent or has alcohol use disorder, but they are a sign that alcohol is having a significant impact on your nervous system, and it's worth paying attention. I ignored the shaky hands for years and just thought it was part of my hangover. But one thing people don't really realise is that a hangover is actually a mild form of alcohol withdrawal. And it's quite confronting to think about that. I'm just going to look up a bit of science behind that quickly. Bear with me. Right. Alcohol slows down the brain and nervous system. Yes, we know that. To compensate, the brain increases stimulating chemicals and stress hormones in an effort to maintain balance. So when the alcohol leaves your system, those stimulating chemicals can temporarily become overactive. That's why people often wake up with symptoms like anxiety, racing heart, sweating, shaking hands, nausea, feeling on edge, and difficulty concentrating. So yeah, there you have it. I'm sorry I had to look that up. I just wanted to be a bit more sciencey for you. But yeah, in simple terms, your nervous system is trying to rebalance itself. And that's what those shaky hands are. For some people, especially after more heavier drinking, it can feel really intense. If someone drinks heavily and regularly, withdrawal symptoms will become even more severe, of course. So you've got to watch out for that. That would be more like significant shaking, sweating, confusion, and even seizures that can require medical attention and professional support. So if it's anything like that, you need to seek some support. But for social drinkers like me, those shaky Sunday morning hands are often a sign that alcohol is affecting the nervous system more than you might realise. The bigger question, I think, isn't am I an alcoholic? I think it probably is, how is alcohol affecting my life, my body and my mental health? I think labels really aren't helpful here, but curiosity is. So if you've noticed your hands shaking, or your anxiety increasing, or your sleep suffering, or your hangovers are getting worse, like mine did for many, many years, it may simply be your body asking you to pay attention. And that's exactly where a kind of positive change can begin. So yeah, great question, and something that I asked myself every Sunday morning. I didn't really say, oh my God, am I an alcoholic because I've got shaky hands? But I could see that there was something wrong and that alcohol was affecting me in a negative way and making my body react. And I think it's just a matter of tuning into those reactions. And that's what sobriety is. And then going on this path to find out who lies beneath all of those problems and who pops out the other side. So yeah, brilliant question for the Share Shed today. Keep sending them in, everybody, just to vic@soberawkward.com. I love reading them. See you next time. If you're questioning your relationship with booze, struggling to moderate, or your hangovers are causing anxiety, it might be time to reach out for some support. Talk to a mate, book in with your GP, go to an AA meeting, or find an online support group. I've got one. Just head to cuppa.community. For more resources, head to soberawkward.com, where you'll find details of our amazing Thailand sober holidays, the 30-day sobriety guide, books, blogs, writing courses, and loads more. I know this sobriety thingamajig can feel uncomfortable at first, but there is help out there. Find your community, connect, and start to feel the awkward and do it anyway. And if you've enjoyed the Sober Awkward podcast, please rate it, review it, and share it with your mates. Because honestly, my mates are bored of hearing about it.
Are you looking for a Columbus car dealership built on tradition and trust? Buyers Auto, family owned since 1897, offers top new and pre-owned vehicles. Visit us or shop online at buyersauto.com. Buyers Auto, driving the next generation of buyers.
The semi-annual warehouse clearance event is on at Sleep Outfitters. Save up to $1,000 store-wide with our lifetime price guarantee and 100% comfort guarantee. Why shop anywhere else? Limited time clearance savings only at Sleep Outfitters. Visit sleepoutfitters.com.
Acast powers the world's best podcasts. Here's a show that we recommend.
The Real Housewives is a guilty pleasure for most, but if you're looking to not feel guilty about that pleasure, tune in to Everything Iconic with me, Danny Pellegrino, where I break down all the messy moments and behind-the-scenes antics of Bravo's popular franchise. And on Everything Iconic, I also interview celebrity guests like Kelly Ripa, Keke Palmer, Drew Barrymore, Cameron Diaz, and more about their guilty pleasures, their past work, and so much more. So if you're pop culture obsessed and find yourself watching way too much reality TV like me, tune into Everything Iconic with Danny Pellegrino, wherever you listen to podcasts.
Acast helps creators launch, grow, and monetize their podcasts everywhere. Acast.com.
So, as you probably know, my comedy memoir, 1,000 Wasted Sundays, is officially out. All my magnificent fuck-uppery in one awkward hit. If you'd like to get your hands on a copy, it's now available from all good bookstores.
We always say all good bookstores, don't we?
Yeah.
Are there bad bookstores?
No, it's probably ones with moody sellers.
Oh yeah, really depressed librarian folk.
Yes,
okay,
yeah,
good.
yeah. So there are probably some, but we're only storing it in the good ones.
It's only made it into the goodies.
You can also get it from all good online retailers. The print version and ebook are out now, and the audiobook will be available in March. I've been writing my memoir for 5 years. It will make you laugh, cry and cringe and hopefully inspire a few people to reconsider their relationship with booze. If you love the podcast, then I think you'll love the book, even if I do say so myself. Hamish has read it. What did you think?
I feel like I know a little bit too much about you now, to be honest, Vic. Look, I really loved it. It was hilarious and surprisingly moving, but I feel like I've seen you naked in a literary sense.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, that's worrying.
Yeah. From an emotional point of view, seriously, it wobbled my teeny weeny wooden heart, Vic.
Okay.
My teeny little wooden heart.
Well, his wooden heart is broken. Anyway, so if you do manage to get your filthy mitts on a copy, please do me a favour and head to goodreads.com and give me a review. Doing that will help me get it out there to those that need a bit of sober support. So there you have it. My story, unwanted warts and all. Come and get awkward with me.
Not to be too demanding or anything, but seriously, go and buy it
Yeah,
now.
go and buy it. Go and buy it right now.
Yeah, don't just tell your friends, buy it, and then buy your friends one or two.
Yeah, don't give them a copy. Buy it, yeah.
And you know what? Don't be careful where you store it. If you lose it, you can always buy another 5.
Buy another one.
Yeah.